everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be having a look into Thomas Markle. Now Thomas Markle back in 2018 was photographed with a pap, setting up a pap shot. He's always saying he did it in good faith. You know, he gave the media what they wanted so they'd leave him alone. However, there is a theory that maybe the man who approached him, who works for a certain agency, a certain overseas couple also used, and this was a whole setup to get him discredited, to make sure he wouldn't go to the wedding. So we're going to have a look into that with the cards and have a bit of a nosy around it. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I just want to say hello to everybody who's just joined us, all the new subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. For everyone else, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And to everyone who's in the emotional support coven, thank you very much for your support and your time. I really appreciate you guys being here. So let's get straight into it and have a look and see what the cards have to say about Thomas Markle being set up. He has been set up with, allegedly with this pap shot, but the person who organized the pap shot, the journo in question, this is all maybe bad faith, but let's see what the cards have to say. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody works hard on this. Okay, this whole situation, that doesn't show insanity. It's not an instant kind of thing. This looks like it was a situation that was worked on, a little bit of a labor of love, putting all the pieces in together. Because why? The King of Cups crossing them. Very interesting. Very interesting. They may feel like Thomas is a bit too much of a talker, a little bit too much, of a person who's kind of, he comes out of a place out of his heart. He doesn't think with his head, if you know what I mean. He's somebody who very much just kind of says what's on his mind, and that was actually a threat to them for some reason. The Queen of Wands, what's known about the situation? Of course, there's Megan rocking on in with her Queen of Wands energy, saying to everyone, look at me, I am the star of this show and nobody will dim my shine. Of course, everything's kind of coming out now where people are kind of looking at her a little bit more closely. Even people who used to be big fans of hers going, hang on a minute, this woman's a little bit, nothing's quite as she says it is. No, the dots don't connect, the checks don't cash, there's something going wrong here. What's underneath the situation? The Hanged Man. Okay, there was a lot of impatience regarding the situation. Things had to be done and done quickly. It was a labor of love there with the Seven of Pentacles. They did work on it quite a lot, but when the ball got rolling, it really got rolling. They weren't going to sit around and wait for nature to take its course. They wanted Thomas not to come to the wedding. The Hanged Man there in reverse is just like, there's a sense of urgency. They haven't necessarily covered their tracks as well as they wanted to, in a way, because while it took a bit to get everything going with the Seven of Pentacles, what's underneath showing me is the Hanged Man and in reverse, and this is not coming from a place of wisdom. This is coming from a place of pettiness. The Queen of Pentacles is what's leaving the situation as well. Interesting. So there's somebody else involved with this whole situation. There's somebody else who may have been on the ground around in America that helps set this up. There's definitely a woman involved. I know the journo was a man, but there is a woman involved with this whole situation. It could have been Jessica Mulrooney, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. It could well have been someone else in Megan's life, but there is a definite situation where it looks like the cards are saying that they set this up. Of course, this is just speculation. So yeah, it does look like they did it to get rid of a problem, and that problem was the King of Cups. The Page of Swords there shows that they've tried to give the impression that they were angry about it. They tried to give the impression that they were upset about it, and then rushed on in to fix things, and oh, it's just so immature, and oh my goodness, all this hard work. The Ten of Pentacles, what was on their mind? She didn't want to look shown up. She thought that he would show her up. She was more worried about what the royal family would think of him than she was worried about him. The thing is with British aristocracy is they're not snobby people, to be fair. That's not how it works. Like upper middle class and middle class people tend to be a lot snobbier than anyone else. And aristocratic people tend not to be. The Three of Pentacles there, yeah, they don't want to work it. They try to wash their hands of this whole situation afterwards, and they looked, there's like this subterfuge, not working well with each other, not working well together, and they're trying to blame everything onto Thomas. But Seven of Cups, of course there's some gaslighting going on there. Why not? There's so much up in the air. There's so much doesn't make sense. And this is the common tactic we see a lot with celebrities. And look how it ended them up. Five of Pentacles, there we are. I feel this story is going to come out more when we get the Five of Pentacles, when we get that information, when they are leaving the royal family. We are going to get more information about this whole situation once they have been, they actually are, say, we are not in this royal family, we don't want to be in the royal family. Once after Spare, after all of that stuff, boom, we are gonna hear that. I feel like the palace knows, journalists know about the situation, and it's one of those situations that has been kept under wraps. Now I'm just going to see if this is one of the things that will come out, because personally I think it will, but because of the Five of Pentacles there, it's showing me that this information will come out in the future. So let's see, will we ever find out the truth about what happened to Thomas Markle? Queen of Coins there. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. The World in Reverse, completion. I think somebody, maybe the Queen of Coins, who's been helping with this whole situation, is going to spill some tea and set the record straight. We've got justice there with the balancing of the books, the changing of the narrative. So yeah, I think right now we're going to find Four of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Very interesting. Something's happened around the time of the Queen's funeral. Now, it mightn't be directly, early September, late August, around the time of the Queen's funeral. Somebody's been chatting to a friend who may well spill some tea and get all the world to look at them, and the friend, yeah, something's going to appear. I don't know whether it's in the gossip sites or it's going to be in, there's the High Priestess leaving the situation, this big secret, this massive secret that they've kept. And maybe they've had too many glasses of wine, maybe they've just got a little bit sloppy with how they're saying things, but this secret is going to come out. And we have the Four of Wands. All right, okay. That's interesting though. But you think for Four of Wands, that's often a celebration, a marriage, a union. And there's the King of Wands in reverse and the Star. So we have got this the King of Wands comes a lot up in this, and I wonder if this person is going to get revealed, just exactly who they are and how much influence they have had on the Harry and Meghan story, the overseas couple story. But there's a new way of doing things, and I think we are going to get a change in how things are done and how things are managed. Five of Swords, there's going to be some secrets revealed, very much so. And we're going to see that there has been some sleight of hand, and the weaknesses will be unveiled as well. People who say they have been strong, people who say they have suffered, people who say that they have had an unfairness done to them. We are going to find out this is going to be a changing of dynamic. They're going to really look like they've been punching down. There's the Four of Wands there, which speaks to me that this is, I'm thinking, around the time of the coronation. I feel this friend is based in the US, and that's why the coronation is not that big a thing. And these are just, but there's somebody spills some secrets, and this Queen of Pentacles has been gossiping, and the Justice is setting the record straight. That's going to come out real soon. And the Star, a new way of doing things, and the King of Wands, yeah. So that might be something to do with Netflix. Be very interested to see how the royal family, because they weren't really mentioned, well, they were mentioned, but how the royal family will kind of deal with it. And the Five of Swords there, we are going to get stuff revealed about this whole situation. And the Strength in reverse, yeah, it's going to look like not what it seems said on the tin. This is going to, instead of this looking like a how do you say it? Instead of this looking like a betrayal, that's the word I'm looking for, by the dad, this is actually a setup by the daughter, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. But there we go, that's what I'm seeing. What do you guys see? Is there anything you'd like to add? Anything you'd like to take away from that? Let me know down in the comments below. If there's any readings you'd like me to do, let me know as well. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate you guys' time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everybody.